Namaste! Welcome back. My name is Pooja and this is a simple yoga practice that is perfect for you if you're looking for a short sequence that can help you cultivate awareness, get in touch with the body, while at the same time building strength and flexibility through the body. Let's get started. Let's meet in a comfortable seated position. And once you've found your comfortable seat, go ahead and close your eyes. Let's just take the first few moments, very important moments, to tune in, to scan our body and see if there's any area of the body that is holding on to any tension. Just acknowledge that. And then send your breath into that area, into that space. It might be the hips, it might be the legs, the back or the shoulders. And as you send your breath into that space, feel that tension soften and melt away. Allow your shoulders to rest away from the ears with the weight of the elbows dropping down. And then feel the arms flowing freely from the shoulders and the hands just resting where they lie comfortably. Palms facing up or down on the knees or on the thighs. And then I invite you to bring your full awareness into all those points of contact between your physical body and the ground. Hold your awareness there. Breathe into that area of the body, the legs, the feet, your sitting bones. Feel the support that you have beneath your body. And then slowly start to travel up through the spine. And as your awareness travels through the spine, can you straighten your spine just a little more without stiffening or straining yourself in any way? And then bring back your awareness into your breath, feeling the air move in, move out through the nose, without changing or controlling the way you're breathing, just naturally breathing. And let's all make a commitment as we open this practice to use our breath or to allow our breath to be our guide, to be our best friend, and to be the anchor to this practice. Whenever our mind starts to wander, our breath will bring us back into the present, will guide us back into this practice. Keeping the eyes closed, bring your palms to touch in front of the heart space in a prayer gesture, Anjali Mudra. And let's seal this intention or this promise that we just made to ourselves with the sound of Om. You may choose just to listen, or you can even chant along. Inhale for Om. Start to rub your palms together. And then gently place the center of your palms on top of your eyes. Release, join the palms, bow the head. Namaste. Thank you very much for choosing to practice along and to share this energy with me. All right, let's get started in a kneeling position. We're going to start by stretching out our toes. Now this might feel a bit intense for some of us if we have very stiff toes or ankles, but bear with it. Just for a few breaths, it's really good for your toes. Tucking in all 10 toes, including the little toe. Your hips are on top of your heels, and you're going to stretch your arms forward. Let's begin by making fists and then opening the fingers, as if you're sprinkling water. Do this a few times just to allow blood circulation in the fingers, in the palms, in the hands. Good. And let's keep our fists nice and tight now and make circles. Just warming up our wrists in one direction and then switch direction. And I do suggest that you do some wrist movements or warm-ups before any practice, before any exercise, because we tend to use our wrists a lot. Good. Shake out your hands and we're going to untuck the toes. This should feel like quite a nice release in the ankles and in the toes. If this does not feel comfortable, just place a cushion in between the hips and the heels. Take a moment here. We're going to interlace the fingers and turn the palms away from us. Inhale as you stretch the arms up. Try to touch the ceiling with your palms. Lift, lift, lift up. Feel that length in your spine. And then completely release. Bring the hands forward. And let's continue with our wrist warm-up by turning the fingers towards the edges of the mat, making sure the wrists are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hip points. Now we're going to start to move side to side. So it's just the upper body moving side to side. Now think of lifting up and away from the floor, so we're not dropping all our weight here into the shoulders, lifting the energy up, and at the same time drawing the lower belly in toward the spine, hugging the belly button in, drawing the ribs together. So we're not collapsing here, arching the lower back. So yoga is really about a full body awareness, so let's try to keep it that way. Come back to center and let's try to turn the hands so that the fingers are pointing towards our knees. Our full palms might not reach the floor, that's okay, just reach wherever you can, and then start to rock back and forward. This is a wonderful stretch for the wrists. Doing as much as you can, do a few repetitions here. Good, let's do one more together. Nice job. Tuck the toes under if they were untucked and come back into that tabletop position. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hip points. We're going to move through 2 rounds of traditional cat and cow movement and then we'll add on to that. All right, let's begin. Inhale, lifting the sitting bones. Shoulders are back, collarbones wide. Feel that expansion through the chest. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone in, draw the ribs in, chin in toward the chest. Push the ground away from you. One more time. On the inhalation, feel the front of the body open up, the back muscles contract and engage. And on the exhale, the front of the body engages, the abdominals contract as you stretch out the skin of your back. Good job. Let's come back to center and now bring the knees slightly closer. We're going to add on, like I said, on the inhalation, lift the right knee and lift the foot up towards the ceiling. You can point the toes, open up through the collarbones and look up. On the exhalation, draw the knee in toward your nose or toward your chest. Keep pressing the ground away from you with your hands. Let's do this one more time. Inhale to lift the knee, lift the foot, collarbones are wide, draw the shoulders back. On the exhale, let's draw everything in. Scoop the belly in, knee up toward the chest. And slowly come back to center. Let's stretch the right foot back so the right leg is nice and straight and press the heel away from you. So push the heel back. This is a wonderful stretch for your ankle and your calf muscle. Come back to center. All right, tuck the toes under. Bring your hips back towards your heels and just shake out your hands. Give them a little break and we're going to do that on the other side now. Come back to your hands and knees. Knees are slightly closer than hip width distance. And we're going to lift the left knee, point the toes, open through the chest, draw the shoulders back, and look up. On the exhalation, bring the knee in toward the chest. Round through the back, scoop the belly in. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale in. Good. Come back to center. Stretch the left leg back. So the toes are curled under and then we're pressing the heel back. Feel that stretch in the calf. Feel that stretch in the ankle. Good job. Come back to center. All right, let's stretch our arms nice and long. We're opening all the fingers out, and the index fingers are pointing forward. Walk your hands just a couple of inches forward. Now think of pushing the ground away from you, tucking all 10 toes under, getting ready for our first downward facing dog. Keeping the arms stretched out, press into the balls of your feet, lift the knees and push the hips back. Let's keep our knees generously bent to begin with. Feel that long line of energy from the ground through the hands, through the arms, and then press the chest down towards your thighs. Your thighs are pressing back, your heels are off the floor, and start to pedal out your feet gently, your legs. One heel reaching towards the ground, the opposite leg bends, and then switch. Take your time here. The heels don't have to reach the floor, but that's the direction in which they are moving. While you pedal out your feet and your legs, we want to keep pushing the ground away from us with the hands. Let's do this one more time on each side. And then find some stillness. Lift both the heels high up, lift the hips up, push the ground away from you, and see if you can settle your heels down now. They don't have to touch the ground. Good. Inhale to look forward, lift the heels once again, bend both the knees, and step your left foot forward. Take your time here. If your hand to step it forward and drop that right knee. All right, untuck the toes, or you can keep them tucked, whatever feels better for that knee. If you need cushioning under the knee, feel free to fold your mat or even place a little cushion there. All right, find your balance here. Inhale to lift the chest and then lift the arms. All right, so in this lunge position, we want to make sure that the knee is over the ankle and that we're not collapsing our weight down. So think of lifting energy through the pelvic floor, reaching that energy up towards the sky. Reach the arms up, breathe here. Let's take one more conscious breath, inhaling, exhaling. Good. Let's take a little twist now. Reaching the right arm forward, left arm back. So we're twisting from the rib cage. Think of drawing the left ribs back, the right ribs forward, drawing the lower belly in, relaxing the shoulders. If it's okay for your neck, you can even look towards the left fingertips. Breathe here. Remember not to just drop your weight here. Nice engagement throughout the body. Good. Let's all look forward. Wrap the left arm around at the back. Relax the shoulders. Flip the right palm up and reach the right hand up. Beautiful stretch for the front of the body. Think of dropping both the shoulders down and reaching the right fingertips high. Good job. All right, release that left arm as you look forward and bring both the hands to frame your foot. We're going to lift that back knee now. Press the right hand into the floor, just underneath your right shoulder. So the right wrist is aligned with your right shoulder. Press into the ball of your right foot, lift the knee, and then stretch your left arm up. Building strength, building flexibility and awareness across the body. So making sure the shoulders are aligned. Reach the left arm high. Maybe you look up towards the left hand. Breathe here. Feel that whole body working without collapsing into the right shoulder. Press away from the ground. Let's take one more breath. Good. Look down. Bring your hands to frame your foot and step the left foot back, coming into a plank position. Now the wrists are right under the shoulders. Scoop the belly in, draw the ribs in together, and the neck is in line with the spine. Breathe here. On the next breath, send your hips back as you bend the knees, push the ground away from you. Breathe. Notice how this downward facing dog feels different from the first one you took, perhaps. Taking in conscious, deep, nurturing breaths. And let's do all of that on the other side now. Looking forward, lift the heels, lift the hips, bend the knees. And then slowly and carefully place the right foot in between your hands, dropping the left knee this time. Let's check in with our knee. Is it right above the ankle? Take a moment to adjust. You can either tuck or untuck the back toes. Good, find your balance. Inhale to reach the arms up. Good, so drawing the lower belly in, collarbones are wide, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe here. Soften across the facial muscles, the neck, collarbones wide, and let's take that twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Take a moment. Drawing the right ribcage back this time and left ribcage forward. So really thinking of twisting through the ribcage rather than just the neck or the arms. Feel both the arms nice and long, reaching in opposite directions through the fingertips. Good. Let's all look forward. Wrap the right arm around the back this time. Flip the left palm up towards the ceiling and reach the left hand up. Your gaze follows the hand. Draw the lower belly in. Feel that beautiful opening through the front of the body. And then come back forward. Release the right arm, placing both the hands on either side of your foot. We're going to get ready to lift that back knee. Tuck the toes under if they were untucked. Press into that left hand without collapsing into the shoulder. Push away. Lift the back knee. Stretch out your right arm. Let's make sure the right knee stays over the ankle. Reach through the right fingertips. Twist. See if you can straighten that back leg. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Full body awareness. Feeling grateful for this wonderful posture that is strengthening our body, that is helping us build flexibility and awareness. Good job. Let's bring both the hands down now. Right hand comes back onto the mat. Press into the ball of your left foot and send your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Breathe in deeply. Good. Inhale to look forward. Bend both the knees and drop the knees onto the mat. We're going to come into a side plank. Now let's bring the right knee in toward the center, right hand in line with the right knee, and then swivel over to the side. So once you're on the side, you want to check that your right hand is in line with your right knee and the right knee in line with the back foot. All right. Stretch out the left leg and make sure both your shoulders are aligned. So we want to open up through the chest. Right wrist under the right shoulder and left shoulder over the right shoulder. So this might be enough for you and you're going to stay here. You might want to just stretch the left arm up and maybe you look up and breathe. Think of engaging the core and wrapping the bottom waist up and away from the ground. For those of you looking for a little more, find your balance and then slowly and carefully start to lift that left foot off the floor. Flex the toes so the toes are towards your face. Push the sole of your foot away from you, lengthening the leg, and breathe. For those of you looking for even more, you can bend the knee, reach for your ankle. And this takes a little bit of balance and strength. You want to keep the knee lifted. Kick the heel away from you. Open the chest and breathe. Nice job, everyone. Stretch out the leg if it was bent. Bring the foot back down, come back forward, and we're just going to switch sides. So you're going to bring the left knee in toward the center, stretch out your right leg, and then come into that side plank. So let's check in with our alignment. Left wrist under the left shoulder, right shoulder over the left shoulder, and reach the arm long, making sure the right leg is nice and stretched out. Maybe you reach the sole of your foot down. Try to reach that. Good. Wrap the bottom waist up and away from the ground. Breathing here, if this is enough for you, without collapsing into the left shoulder like so. You want to push away. Engaging the abdominals. slowly start to lift the right foot. You pick your level. If you want to keep the foot down, that's fine. If you want to explore a little more, try to reach the foot off the floor. For those of you who want to explore a little more, bend the knee, reach for your ankle. Open up through the chest as you kick the heel back. And then stretch out the leg, come back into that side plank variation, drop the foot, come back to center, and bring both the knees in. Send your hips back, take a little balasana, child's pose, dropping the head just for a moment. Reconnecting to your breath, feeling the spine relax, the shoulders relax, and the neck relax. On your next inhalation, look forward and slowly come back onto your hands and knees. Cross your shins behind you and come to a cross-legged position again. Let's do one last stretch before we close the practice. So if you're crossing your shins, flex your feet so that you support your knees. All right, inhale, straighten the spine and bring your arms forward. We're going to walk our hands forward on the exhale. Inhale once again. Lengthen as much as you can, and on the exhale, think of sending your hips back and reaching forward through the heart. Giving our hips a nice little stretch, our back a stretch, and just allowing a surrender throughout the upper body now. Inhale to lengthen, and on the exhale, just allow your chest to surrender. Allow your head to drop. If at all you need some blocks or cushions under the head, feel free to place them there. And breathe into your hips, breathe into your lower back. See if there's any tension in your jaw, in your cheeks, in your forehead. Soften, let go. Staying with your breath. Let's just take one more breath here together. And on your next breath in, please look forward, lift the head, and walk your hands back towards you. Good. Take a moment to close your eyes. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart, and let's close this practice with gratitude. Fill your heart with gratitude with the next breath in. As you breathe out, say thank you. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this practice. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for all the wonderful opportunities that come my way. Bow the head and blink your eyes to open. Thank you very, very much for practicing along. Please do like and share this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again very, very soon. Namaste.